All right. Nga kwa kaita dakika 35 kusawa nya. Means we have 25 minutes to the top of the hour. Tuina omchala okuva mu muzimu ku medical service medical facilities ezili mu ggwanga ng'agenda tuwa ku nsonga ezikwatagana ne first aid kuba essaawa zino kyekintu kyetwogerako engeri services zino gye ziganuddwamu oba n'engeri abantu gye bafunyemu what has it impacted on the lives of the people twogere n'ebintu ebisinga nga wetumaliriza ku nsonga eno yennyini aids amuwe olukusa yeyanjule eri abalabi baffe then we shall continue. Warm welcome. Yep.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for inviting me here. I'm by the names of Gloria Hope Nyanzi. I'm from a company known as Abe AM Medical Stores. Abe
AM Medical.
Yeah.
Gloria Nyanzi.
Nyanzi.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what is your role okolangani ku Abe AM Medical Services?
At Abe AM, I work with the business department of marketing and sales because our main role is to supply medical equipment. We also do home care and we run out to emergency calls. So it depends on what service is available at that moment that we need to come up and take.
Okay. Kakati okusinzira ku tubadde wano twogera ku idea ya first aid. So how do you come up to take into what inspiration drives Abe AM services to enter into giving out first aid, and where do you get the inspiration and training nemugama to let us step into this sector?
Njatandika n'embeera gye tulimu ya COVID-19. Abantu bamanyi kyakola, someone gets a few symptoms and signs and they think it's the usual fever. Instead of calling a medic to inquire ategere ki ekimutawanya kyennyini, because medical wanaviira ng'omubulidde signs ezo no symptoms wanaviira n'akugamba nti tugende tulaba omusawo, don't sit at home, don't sleep. So our inspiration weyajjanga abantu bafa, we weren't so concerned, equipments would get done with the medical facilities mu hospital namba nga tewali oxygen, and saving a life is so emotional. You can't let your loved one die. Ngoina idea ko first aid, Yeah.
Kati okusinzira ku kati, what is that response? Kundabe yam, what has been the response? Okay, before we even go to the response, how long have you been carrying out these trainings?
We've done these trainings for the past now 3 to 5 months.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ngamugenda sensitizing abantu.
Yeah, we sensitize them. We also carry out the marketing bit for the supply. Because at times you find medical facilities running out of these medical supplies. There is a time in the other first wave of the COVID-19.
2020.
Towali bitanda okuteeka abalwadde. People were just lying on the ground, and tomorrow, boom, you have a number of people dead. That is where everyone has to come out right now to invest in health, not only as a business, but to save a life through first aid and emergencies.
Okay. Now, what has been your observation when it comes to the response? How have people agreed to sensitizing? Mani, it's soka. There are two different things. There is going out and sensitizing the people, and then learning. Kuba osobologenda noigiriza omuntu ayige. Nene kuba akabamu abakwata ne bakitwala. Then never with their presence. But how has been the response? Training this.
Okay, as Abe AM Medical Stores, trainer programs ezenjawulo, because as per now we are still investing in the paramedics team. We train these paramedics team people to go out there and respond to these people. Abalwadde, abaina emergency cases, and then the way they will respond back, of course, when kusomesa ekyokukola, I don't expect you ogenda oleka omulwadde waka afiire mu nnyumba. Enkero ojja kunkubira essimu zijje nkuyamba oba nkulagirire next step aw'okudda. So the response is just two-way. It is both sides.
Waliwo abakkiriza ne waliwo abatakkiriza. Oyo
atakkiriza era omulemerako, you follow up. Just like any other doctor, you have to follow up otegere need y'omuntu to save their life.
Okay. Now let's talk about the finances part of it. What are the costs that are associated with this particular project? nti bwe mutuulawo ne mugamba tugenda sensitizinga tekibalya financially nti waliwo sente eziteekebwamu kuba mbanjagala zinganze mbanjagala okumanya nti omanye ebiseera ebisinga tuba tuteeke a project when people are starting up with projects amanya nti if I input something like this I'm going to get this as my output so let's talk about the costs that you incur when it comes to such projects.
It comes out in this way. When you're starting a project, you have to have a proposal. That proposal entails everything that you want to see coming out of this project. You look at different organizations to work with. They are sponsors, they are investors. Omanya nti olwangenda kola ne Airtel netaga airtime. As Airtel is coming in to give us airtime, it's also marketing itself, you know.
Exactly.
So that's where the money comes from. You know, you're going to work with Ministry of Health. You need certificates for these paramedics teams. You need, you know, you're just supposed to be creative, focused to what people's needs are, and that's where you.
So basically, it's also a two-way thing.
Yeah.
Yes. And either way, you're impacting lives. You're saving lives. So you've actually worked. You've actually mentioned about some of the partners. So should we say muinam partners bemulonda mugenda okola initiative? Of
course. Senti buli agenda kukkiriza. You know, you will go approach Absa Bank. Bajja kugamba nga tulina projects nyingi, like in this month, if you want us this month, maybe give us some time. Then nosalawo nogamba if Absa is saying this, let me try this bank. You know, people respond differently, but at the end of the day, now just like we are here at Smart TV.
So at the end of the day, yeah, it is always sacrifice. Now, I would also want to ask something. How does because I've been having Mr. Ambrose here from the AMS services, part of the paramedics. Yeah. So how does AMBA AM and the EMS come together? What union is there between the two of you?
It comes within the emergency cases. We are still a growing company. We want to know people's needs. We want to know what other companies are doing better than us, or we want to know what we can do better to give out better services. Just like I had said earlier on, it's a two-way thing. You impact, you invest, we both gain.
Okay.
So EMS comes in, like Ambrose works with us to train our paramedics team, meaning that he has experience.
Okay.
You know, he has experience in this field already. I've also engaged with him on different trainings in first aid. I'm not fully well equipped, but at least that's how it works. So he comes in, EMS comes in just as in an idea of emergencies.
Okay. Kansabe otugondezemu akati ku muntu wa wansi bagala omanye kigamu paramedics mu lulimi olwangu ng'olujje mu lulimi olusawo akola ki?
Paramedics abanga musawo owa emergency ow'omubwetaavu essaawa
nti waliwo some emergency state of emergency.
Yes. Kati saawa z'ekiro saawa 8 ogenda kukubira doctor. There are people who don't have personal doctors. Ng'olina just an emergency nurse oba wali kukiikirira oba n'omunyonyola ku simu nakugamba sijja kusobola. Muyiye engeri gye mudduka ku ddwaliro.
So those are the paramedics. Just so you know, manye ebiseera ebisinga omuntu wakutwala mu lulimi luli, you tend to forget some of the things.
I know,
something may be simple in understanding. Naye nga kirina a terminology n'obulamu in one way or the other. So paramedics ndowooza mukitegedde omuntu oyo abeerawo for emergency. Kyemanya era abasinga ku oyinza oba olinayo musawo gwomanyi ku kitundu nga mukwano gwo nga maybe alina pharmacy ngera asobola okuyambako mu kaseera ako aka emergency. Kakati Miss Nyanzi, nina kyenjagala okumanya, do you have any international organization on board?
Yeah, though we have engaged with them, they don't need to be disclosed for now.
For now, but you do have some of them.
Yes, we do have help. In and out of the country.
Okay. Kati soka twogere ku kya first aid. In most cases, badde nyogerako n'omwami Ambrose wano nga tudiscussinga ku nsonga ya first aid. Nti waliwo nze kyeneewuunya nti in most cases you would mention things or components of the car emotoka inoba ne first aid. Naye waliwo one of the things I've come to realize nti ezisinga mu eziri nga olaba nti osobola okuba n'ettaala mu nnyumba nga tekola
kituufu
naye ng'erina ne switch. Kati okusinziira ku mmwe obumwamu bwa sensitization eno mutunuulirako ku bantu ngaabo kuba tunoira abantu nga ba driver aba taxi they are driving a number of people, anything can happen, god forbid accidents zibaawo oba ne woba wevuga mu motoka yo anything can happen nti oyinza ofuna kakat naye nga first aid box yo eyinza okubeeyina mu bintu mulina ku sensitization yo gyemuwa ku bantu ngaabo okusinziira ku first aid bye balina obba nabyo
nga kiri kye natangazizaamu ogwasoose nti tukyakola project zetutandise nazo kyemanyi with time aba taxis aba boda bajja kujjamu because era nowa boda yetaaga first aid kit alina okumanya its need what is supposed to be in a first aid box when bafunye kati someone gets a cut ate neyesiiga ku lugoye, those are germs, those are infections
nagenda nasiba wakagoye nanabawo nagamba
kituufu so with time I know nga topic gye tuvuddeko eno eya COVID-19 evuddewo kyemanyi even from the community sensitizations we shall join in other things like that.
Any COVID impact regarding this particular project sinzira mwagitandika mu mbeera eno
era mu mbeera eno
waliwo enkyukakyuka ey'amaanyi gye mulabyewo nti with COVID people have started doing this and this regarding with our trainings and stuff.
One thing I would love to appreciate so far is that different health organizations or health centers or health medical stores have come up to partner with different people to run out and save lives. There is that incident where oxygen yali aweddewo nga tulina oxygen, but you saw what JMS did with, is it Absa Bank?
Yes.
Yeah, so that kind of
oxygen gondi we were donating some funds for the oxygen cylinders.
Yeah, so that is the kind of thing we are also targeting, to see that a life is saved nga tuli mu bwetaavu.
Okay. Now let's sit in the time of blood donation. There was a time I was following up on a story where a number of hospitals and medical facilities in Uganda were actually having issues when it comes, because the blood bank in Nakasero, the main blood bank in Uganda, was actually claiming that they are short of blood. So what is do you have any view when it comes to blood donation?
Yeah, we are working with Red Cross. We want to see that people bantu bangi nnyo abatanalaba need donating omusaayi.
Okay.
So that is where the sensitization bit is still so important. Genda bugenzi ku kyalo teekewo your tent and people start coming kubanga balabye Red Cross. Abantu batya empiso, abantu batya they will get infected, That's where the sensitization bit comes in. That's where we come in now. Red Cross does the procedure of getting the blood for us to do that sensitization.
ebisinga otiisa abantu n'amaanyi nagamba owaayo baki batuleetedde ebintu byabwe ku kitundu. So do you even find, those are some of the cases that I was actually discussing with a friend who is in donation. Nangamba nti ogenda otuuka mu kitundu n'ogamba abantu we are going to first tugenda soka to measuring your blood joina blood capacity yo naye nga still omuntu agamba nedda ssebo onzijamu wenzigwamu amaanyi. So you've mentioned about Red Cross. So how long has Red Cross been training with you people?
We just got in touch with them like 2 months back. Because we are working on a certain project to see that this sensitization bit goes on. There is one day I was moving with a friend and he challenged me.
Yes.
Twali ku byaffe tuli ku birala nangamba, you know what, let me branch there, I want to donate blood. You see how does someone just be walking on the road, on the street, nasala wagenda weeyo obulamu bwe to save another person's life?
Sure.
So there is that need of, maybe I don't know how to call it, maybe conscience and love for someone else to survive.
So people need to be
self-motivated.
With some passion as well.
Ngawonakera ku makya nogamba, let me go for a COVID test. COVID test. Let me go and do the HIV test, and people nayo bagitya.
No, HIV. Me, I actually have a similar when it comes to HIV. Omani, before you even, after going for that HIV test, there are a lot of, you know, thoughts you have in your mind. Otulao, then resulting as you come out, kunyumiza scenarios most of all banga wafuna AIDS. At mubionabona inzo kunyumira ko ngabitano. Ugendo laga bisatu toyina.
Kituufu.
Nimuyingira mu ebibiri notandika kugamba kaweddemu. So I think those are some of the reasons as to why people always get scared.
Chevala nature sensitization ekisinga beera important. Yeah, omuntu olina omutangaazamu.
Okay. Waliwo kye neerabidde before as we wind up. Waliwo kye neerabidde to ask. What is the major goal of the project? Timuyingire project eno biki byemutunuulidde apart from the first aid part of it, biki ebirala byemu featuring into byemugenze nga mukwatako mpolampola for the time you've been in this service?
We are carrying out trainings with the paramedics teams. We are carrying out different sensitization programs because you're not going to sensitize an old woman the same way you're sensitizing a youth. Those are all different programs. You're not going to give out mother kits to every woman, you know. Exactly. There are those specific targets you get. So we are looking at different levels of procedures to achieve the goal of just saving a life. All right.
Now, any final assessments before we do break off?
An assessment. So far, I just encourage any health organization out there to look into where the weaknesses we have as a country, to run out and save a life, because you impact a strength in a weakness to see a change. All right. Yeah.
All right, that is Miss Gloria Nyanzi for you here from Amber AM. Yes. Is it Amber?
Abe.
Abe.
Yes.
Abe. AM. Probably with that pronunciation. Abe AM services there. So definitely it's actually a call to everyone out there to take part when it comes to medical facilities or when it comes to medical service. It is part of us. Because we're in a situation where we are saving lives at Techi Tukwatako to save lives of Ugandans. For now, we're breaking off and we do return tomorrow, sometime from 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. I'm JORRAM SSONKO. This is SMB. Goodbye for now.